Hey everyone, it's Donald with FixMyFD.com. Today, I'm actually going to release my official review on the Harvest Right freeze dryer versus the StayFresh freeze dryer. So, both of them have their pros and cons, that's for sure. We'll start with the Harvest Right. For one, you get the option of a large machine and an extra large machine with the Harvest Right system. It's been around a long time. However, there are some things that I like and don't like as well. So to start off, the tray system, there's actually 5 in the large, and the trays themselves are a little shorter than the StayFresh. However, they're rounded edges, which is something I did like on those. So overall, it's really a toss-up in my opinion on how the trays are set up. Because if you want a little taller tray, you're going to want the StayFresh. However, it's definitely a smaller system. So I wish the trays were just a little taller for the Harvest Right. I think I'm going to start looking at what it takes to manufacture those taller trays, which obviously will help for more production of the food in the Harvest Right system. The other thing I'm not a big fan of is how the air is actually pushed into the Harvest Right system after you're done with the load. Currently, the standard is that you open up your drain valve, which if you never, I'm not saying never, if it's not cleaned 100%, there's any chance of mold or anything else that might be in that system or just any germs, then you now have an opportunity when you open that up to release that into your freeze dryer. So in turn, in order to fix that system, we've came out with, this is a prototype, right? If you guys go to fixmyfd.com, you guys will actually see the final version of it. But what you'll see is this type of system. It goes on your vacuum side of your system. So this kind of fixes it. This is a flare tight. So these will now come with every hose that's ordered from my website, along with any of the upgrade systems. So you'll take that flare tight, you'll just push it on to over the top of that, and it actually clicks on. So it's a nice tight little fit. But you'll see just like that, just goes on. You'll then, same thing, it's almost like a gasket is how it really acts on there. So you'll turn this, you'll use a wrench. So it's hand tight there. Depending on how you want this spot right here, if you loosen it a little bit more, you can actually turn this and then tighten it again. And now it will be more tight as soon as we lock it in. So for this purpose, we'll have it like this. It's hand tight, right? You'll put your wrench on and just make the ever so slight turn. It's about 1/8 of a turn. Now this isn't going to move at all. And then you'll turn around and take the other flare tight that I have, and you'll put it on this side here, just like so. As I said, it's a little tight fit because it treats it like a gasket. This is a JIC fitted hose. This is the one that I sell on the website for these machines. You'll do the same exact thing here. You'll get the hose on, hand tight, and then you'll turn 1/8 of a turn to make sure you get it nice and tight in there, okay? So once you have this on, I wouldn't take it off because it's treated like a gasket. So there's always an opportunity you could damage it. But this right here would allow you to now open up fresh air, which would give you the equivalent to what StayFresh is doing with their machine. This is a fresh air. This is how they release their air back into their machine. In turn, you're getting the fresh air that's in here. Our system will be more controlled than this system here because this system, you can unlock it all at once. Ours, even if you unlock it all at once, it's only going to allow so much. For a large machine, it actually takes about 2 minutes. So, but that's kind of the upgrade that we have for this machine, which gives it a pretty much a similar feel to this, allowing fresh air to your system. So we've kind of canceled out the real benefit that the StayFresh created by having that because we've created this. So overall, the system works good. The customer service, they do get parts out pretty quick. I would definitely suggest when you guys get a machine, you guys complete the Felix fix. I have all the steps on my website as well. It takes off these panels. You actually tape up and redo some Teflon that's inside on some of the hoses. You get proper fittings for your JIC connector that they actually have on the Harvest Right machines. And then you'll also change out the drain valve. The one that they have currently on the machine is not very good. However, overall, if you want a large machine and you're operating a business such as a candy business, a fruit, anything else, and you're needing to run a lot of product, or say you just have a large family and you're going to run the machine every single day and it's always going to be full, then I would definitely go with the Harvest Right system, okay? That being said, there's a lot of benefits to the StayFresh system if you're okay having a slightly smaller machine. So if you have a family of 2 or 3, maybe 4, you're only going to use the system a couple of times a week, this system's probably for you. I ran some milk, had very good response with it. I liked it a lot. I ran candy, had an excellent response. I love the touch screen. It's definitely super responsive, and it gives you a lot more customization than the Harvest Right does. However, this is definitely a plug and play type system. This is as well, but if you're wanting to learn how to do maybe some cloves or do some greens, this system right here will definitely let you do the custom adjustments that you would maybe in more of a scientific type unit that you might see from Harvest Right without paying the extra money. So the biggest drawbacks to this machine is its size. That being said, I've talked to StayFresh and they're making a larger size. Obviously, I can't compare that because it's not out yet. I can't just use that. So if you were looking at a small, medium-sized unit of maybe a Harvest Right, my personal recommendation is to actually go with the StayFresh. The system definitely was packed very well when I received it. I plugged and played with the system 100%. I didn't do many adjustments other than moving it to 500 M tours. I did receive the industrial pump with this machine. I actually really like this pump compared to the Harvest Right Premier pump due to the fact that it's a lot quieter. It pulled down very, very fast. I'm not sure if that has to do with how the machine itself is built or how well this actually pulls down. It's a 10 CFM pump, so it is slightly larger and it's a smaller machine. So this machine out of the box reached under 300 in 20 minutes. This machine typically out of the box reaches 500 in under 30 minutes as a goal. However, once you have the other fixes, I typically see these machines down to about 150, 200, as long as the Freon and everything else has been taken care of, along with the upgrades that we sell on fixmyfd.com. I do like this setup here, obviously with the fresh air way to get in. The drain valves over on the other side, typical of both machines. This takes a 15 amp. This is a 20. But overall, I would honestly say it's a toss-up. I hate to say it. A lot of people are going to be upset, I think. But you can't compete right now with the size of machine Harvest Right has with what you need. So if you need a large machine, this is just my official recommendation. If you need a large machine, for one, keep with the Premier pump. Don't go to oilless. I think oilless pumps have a lot of issues, unfortunately. The Premier pumps last about 30 batches without having to change the oil. As long as you're willing to do the upgrades, the Felix fix, do the fresh air. I honestly, truly think this is an amazing upgrade that we came up with. And then upgrade, obviously, your hose. So hopefully one day, maybe Harvest Right will even pay for these upgrades. You never know, but we'll see what happens. If you're okay going with a smaller machine, a medium or a small, I would definitely order the StayFresh, and I would definitely order this industrial pump. So this industrial pump goes about 40 batches without having to change oil, and it's quieter. So if you're looking at something that you actually could probably use in an apartment, I honestly truly think this might not be a bad option. I would have to really test the decibels, which is something I will do in a future video for you guys, because that's probably the best thing for this machine, is actually somebody who's in an apartment, still wants to do the backpacking meals, stuff like that. But great machine. Tim, StayFresh, you guys did amazing. So thank you so much for letting me test out this machine. Absolutely love it. If you guys want one of these StayFresh machines, go to buystayfresh.com and it will take you directly to their website. I would definitely upgrade to the industrial pump, as I was saying. It costs altogether about $3,900 for this setup, exactly how you see here today. So if you're doing candy, I ran the numbers, you should be able to get about 15 to 20 days of candy ran in here. And if you sell it like we do up here, you would probably have that machine almost paid off in 15 to 20 days. So, also, StayFresh gave us a coupon code for $50 off. So if you use the code FIXMYFD on their website, which is, again, buystayfresh.com, that right there will save you guys $50 more. So if you're looking at the Harvest Right machine, the other down part about this machine right now currently is actually it's about 10 to 12 weeks getting it shipped out to you. And I know that will be something a lot of people are worried about. But if you aren't worried about the shipping, definitely a great machine. If you are going to turn around and go with the Harvest Right, I think they've been around about 5, maybe even 8 years now, or even longer. If you're going to stick with the Harvest Right machine, what you want to do is go to buyharvestright.com. So in turn, that is actually my affiliate link. I own that, and it will take you guys still to the Harvest Right website. It will forward you over there. But buyharvestright.com will get you guys over to Harvest Right to get this one paid for to buy. That being said, this machine you typically probably can actually pay. You could probably have it paid off in about 10 days of really working. The only thing is you got to have that 20 amp circuit. That's got to be dedicated. You have a chance of tripping it if you don't. But don't pay for an oilless pump is my suggestion. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to change oil. The problem is on the oilless pumps, they typically go out pretty quick, I've found, with a lot of repairs that we've done. And also they blow off some black crap on walls and stuff that might be next to where that exhaust is. So a lot of you guys might not like that. So, but buyharvestright.com, if you guys are wanting the Harvest Right machine, an excellent machine, do the repairs, do the Felix fix, upgrade your hose, do the air upgrade. That's what I would suggest. If you don't, hey, it's okay. The machine still should work, but I would definitely at least do the Felix fix at a minimum to get those mTORs down as low as possible. So there is a lot of support for these machines compared to the StayFresh, and that's just due to the fact that the StayFresh is so new. I will be doing my best to take this apart so I can help out with issues. However, there's not a lot of info out there right now to really figure out this machine. This machine, I fixed for over a year, doing stuff directly for Harvest Right. I know this machine pretty much inside and out. I know people that are still working there that have helped me out a lot whenever we do get kind of held up on something. So buyharvestright.com, bystayfresh.com. If you're buying this machine here, make sure you use the code FIXMYFD to save $50. So toss up, that's the overall review. I'm going to be honest. I like this machine because of its size. You just can't compete with it. This machine I absolutely loved because of, well, for what I love its size. It's actually a little lighter in my opinion. Its size, I like the computer components that are actually in here. I like the industrial pump. So it's really up to you on which machine you guys want to use. So both of them are great. Tim at StayFresh, I appreciate everything you've done once again. Dan Neville, your team, hey, keep up the good work. Try making these even better. Let's talk so that way hopefully we can get these even better. And I want to work with both of you guys to see if we can keep freeze drying just going strong. So leave us a note down in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything else. So this is just my review. A lot of people might not like it. Some people will love it. But at the end of the day, I will always stand by my reviews. Nobody influences me at all on what I think about these machines. So I appreciate it. Have a good one and keep freeze drying, guys.